And welcome, you're watching The Girls here on SSP TV. We are taping on location for this new season, and the Marriott has graciously allowed us to be here. We're at the Residence Inn location. It's located in the Humboldt Station in the greater Hazleton part of Pennsylvania.
Right, and I think I'm going to take up residence here.
How about it?
I know, I even brought my makeup bag with me.
Oh my God, I know. This season's going to be fun because we're going to have a lot of girls on talking about things, and this show we have an entrepreneur joining us, and we're going to talk about stuff that's healthy. What do you think?
Well, that's absolutely the greatest thing to talk about, because if you don't have your health, how could you enjoy anything else?
Health is wealth,
Yeah.
as they say.
Health is wealth.
All right.
Well, so
Want to talk about
you
our
always have a
Facebook?
list of things that you want to talk about, so get the list going, because Janine comes with this whole list of,
Yes.
I want to talk about this, I want to talk about this, I
I'm
want
the
to talk about
producer
this,
of this gig, you know? I got to be prepared.
Okay.
So we post some things on our Facebook page, and I love interacting with you. So thank you for commenting on our silly posts sometimes, which are normally my crazy ones, right? So let me ask you this, and let me ask you this. What's the first thing you do when you get home from work? Or when you get home for the day?
I greet my dog.
Oh, you greet. The
I greet
very
Gucci.
first thing
First
you do.
thing I go in, he's standing there looking at me with those cute black eyes. And I have to go over. I sit right down on the floor in his little blankie, and I get the puppy kisses and the whole bit. And while I'm down there, I take my shoes off.
Yes. So a lot of people, we asked that question, and a lot of people said they take their shoes off, which I understand that, and then other people said take their bra off.
Take the bra. Woohoo!
You know, that's always, for me, it's take the bra off, take the clothes off, wash my face. I'm just ready for being home.
Yeah, get into your
Just
comfy clothes,
strip it
because
down.
usually you're out.
Strip it down.
Yeah.
Right? What are some of the other answers you think people had?
Maybe they grab a drink.
Grab wine,
Yeah. How about a short supper?
smooch my dog, which you said.
I did. Let me think.
Treat
what
their
else?
parrots and their cat.
Check their phone.
Pet their dog. A lot of petting their dog and taking their shoes off. I didn't get any silly answers, I don't think. Taking the shoes off is number one, followed by pet their puppies.
Yeah.
Take
it's
care of their
always
pets.
the pets. Yeah. Forget the kids.
So
Worry
I don't
about
know.
the pets.
Yeah. When you get home, just ignore everyone and take care of yourself and your dog. I didn't hear anyone say take care of my kids.
Well, the kids are probably with you.
You kind of zone them out until you at least take your shoes off, and then you can hear what they're saying, right? And sometimes they're walking in with you.
I didn't hear anybody say that they'll greet their husband or their spouse either. So it's like, see, I'm going right to the dog.
Right to the dog.
Yeah. So my
And
life went to the dogs.
Then do you ever see those silly posts on Facebook that you're like, these can't be real, but they're too hysterical not to share?
Oh, the
Like,
video with these products.
oh my gosh. The bra towel.
The bra
Please go
towel.
on and look at the bra towel, because I can't believe we're going to be talking about a real product today. And this one, I just couldn't believe was real.
Yeah.
It literally is a towel that just goes around your boobs like this.
Yeah, it's like a halter bra towel. And it just has elastic around the edges. Like if you get a regular white towel, you put elastic around the whole edge, and then you put it around your neck and you put it around your breast.
Who hangs out
And
in
it's
that?
like, well, hanging, literally, the girl who had it on was able to do her hair, and she's
bouncing around the house. It's like, what do you sit
She's
down
like-
with your kids and be like, hey kids, let me look through my phone with my towel bra on.
Oh,
Really? If you have one of these, please message me, because I really need to speak to you and find out what's wrong with you.
I couldn't keep one on. Like, I don't
Would
know
you wear
how they
like
keep
a
it
cute
on.
little robe or something? Like, I have a little robe that
How about a t-shirt? What the hell's wrong with a t-shirt?
Well, I'm saying if you're going to shower, you don't want to be sweating, but it's one, it just has the Velcro, but it's pretty. It's purple, but it literally covers like to your knees.
Yours.
Mine does.
Your
Well, I don't
those
walk around the
little
house
wraps.
with children and you're just bippity boppity boobing around.
Bippity boppity boop. Well, okay, so that receives the boob
God,
award.
I don't
as far
like
as
the towel bra for the or the towel thing for the boobs, so you don't get under boob sweat or something. It
I
said.
don't know. I don't have under boob sweat.
Anyway, so that's all I have.
But hey, whatever floats your boat or
Check.
hold your boobs. That's great
Or
for
hold
you.
your boobs.
Yeah.
All right.
What else do you want
I
to
can't even
Just still
take
have
it.
things.
We have an entrepreneur on today. I was scrolling through Facebook and I came about kombucha. Is it kombucha?
Kombucha.
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 You've probably heard of it.
Kombucha.
I've heard of it now and I've seen it, but we have one of the founders of Counterpart Kombucha on with us today to explain what it is, how she came up with her ingredients. It's really a fascinating story, and she's here with us today to inspire you.
Another powerful girl, always
right.
thinking, always come up with new stuff, solutions to problems, and this is great for your health.
Yeah.
So that's another great thing, because I'm always looking for health tips. So as I always tell you, call your friends, set your VCR, whatever you have. I mean, there's no VCRs anymore, but whatever
I'm
your
like,
contraptions
who's
are.
setting their VCR that's alive out there?
There
Please,
still are
Lord.
people who have it, but you could watch us anywhere. You just have to subscribe to YouTube free, and you can watch us anywhere on all your devices, and you can just catch us anytime you want. But this is a great show, and we're excited here today, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here on the Girls SSP TV. We have another guest on with us, an entrepreneur. Now, do you want to be a business owner? Are you looking to start your own business? This is the show to watch. We have Natalie Lynn with us, and she's a natural beauty, isn't she? She's like no makeup on, and she just looks al natural. She's beautiful.
Well, thank you, my goodness.
So she's smart, she's beautiful, she's healthy, because you have created a fabulous product called kombucha. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
That's it.
All right,
that's
why don't
it.
you tell everybody who's watching who doesn't know what kombucha is, what is kombucha?
Well, thank you very much for all of those kind words. So kombucha is a fermented tea, and essentially it is a sweet tea that just ferments. So it's similar in nature to sauerkraut or kimchi, even things that ferment like beer. But the process is something that it involves sugar, caffeine, thyme, and bacteria.
Oh,
All right. And so how did you come up with this idea for this kombucha? Was it on the market, you tasted it and thought you could do better? Was it not on the market and you thought, oh, that's a great idea? So how did this whole thing start for you?
Yeah, so it started for me that there was kombucha already out there. There's companies that have been doing it for a really long time, and in itself, kombucha is about 2,000 years old. So it's been around for a while, and I had been gravitating towards it for the health benefits. I always struggled from headaches, and somewhere along the way had heard that kombucha can help with headache. So I'd go grab a headache, I'd grab a kombucha, my headache would go away. And
how about that?
Yeah, but I didn't love the taste. The flavor wasn't what I felt like I wanted it to be. I wanted to love it because I loved what it was doing. So
it was like taking medicine rather than having an enjoyable beverage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking there could be a way to have both. And so I worked at it. I started to brew it myself, and I started making it how I liked it. And from there, I started sharing it, and just continued to share it. And now here it all is.
So let's back up and talk about where you began, because you were doing this for you got started about 5 years ago, and it was a hobby.
Yeah,
right?
very much so.
And this is actually for the digestive system.
It is, yeah. This is something that the benefits are really massive with your digestive health. So if you're somebody who maybe just sometimes your stomach gets a little funky, you eat something, and we've all been there, and just general health. Digesting food comes down to how your body will then deal with the nutrients you give it. So you're better off to absorb more nutrients when you have a healthy digestive system. You'll have a better immune system when your digestive system's doing better, and a large part of that is probiotics, which kombucha is just full of. So
really,
it's great for you.
Could it replace a probiotic pill?
Yeah, I think it's really great to do as much as you can with probiotics. So I see the benefit in doing a pill and drinking kombucha and eating sauerkraut as well, or maybe kimchi, yogurt. Anything you can get in your body will only do better and better for you.
Really?
Right,
Okay,
because
so
people lose the good bacteria in their gut from some of the things we eat and from taking antibiotics.
Exactly.
And a lot of sometimes your system is just not right. Maybe you're born with some problems. So people who have colitis and whatever, would this benefit people who have actually intestinal problems?
Yes, this is great for gastrointestinal diseases. That's a great example. Colitis, Crohn's, IBS. These are different ailments and different diseases that you can have a really, really big turnaround when you start yourself on a probiotic regimen. So you can drink a couple ounces of kombucha a day, and you're going to get everything you need for your body to,
Kickstart.
come together and heal and just have a better day. Turns into a better week, turns into a better month, and it's really amazing for that.
How did you research to do the ingredients, or how did you, was this couldn't have been your first try at this?
Yeah.
Mixology and just threw things in there, or how did this happen?
Yeah, I use the traditional recipe. So
okay.
the same way that kombucha has been documented to have been made all of these years is exactly still how I do it. So my product is naturally fermenting, and it goes for about 2 weeks, and everything is done really the same way it always has.
Is it in your home, or do you have a certified kitchen? I mean, how did you go about with all of the regulations in order to bottle and sell this?
Yeah, man, that was really a confusing part.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest.
The business
so
end.
overwhelming taking something from a hobby to a business, because you don't know.
They ruin everything, don't they? When they turn it into work.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know until you have to figure that out. So that was really interesting, and I do have a certified kitchen now, and have for years, originally just making it in my kitchen, but once you are sharing things with other people, everything's regulated and documented, and that's what I do now, and I'm over in Drums, Pennsylvania doing that.
Right.
We have a small workshop over there, brewing and bottling, and
So you do it all. You do the production, the bottling, the delivering, everything from the one location, and you're located in Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. You're everywhere, aren't you?
Well, I want to taste
Maryland.
it.
Holy moly.
it's all over.
I'd like to really
well, please
taste
do.
it.
I
Okay.
hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so what is the one that I have here? Oh, listen to the
Yeah.
little gassy thing there when you open up. It is fermented.
And
Let's take
that's a
smell.
totally natural part, the bubbles
Okay.
and the gases, the pressure in there. It's completely natural to fermentation.
What is the one that my mom's drinking?
This one's blueberry vanilla, which this is one that I've really always enjoyed. It just has a nice lighter flavor, and fermented foods can have a little bit of a heavier note to them. So combating that with something nice and bright, I think is really good.
It's almost
What
like
does
a
yours
real
smell
light
like?
wine.
It
has
is.
like a
Yeah.
little carbonation in it, and what else do I taste? It almost tastes like it could be a beer.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
could taste a little. There's no yeast in it, but I could taste the fermentation.
Yes.
But it's delicious.
When I first, no, what's this?
That one's a mango peach.
Right.
Yes.
And when I first, it kind of had like a vinegar
Yes.
smell,
Yes.
but clean. But then when I tasted it, it tastes more like one of those light
a
beers.
spritzer
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right, but so how much of this should you drink?
So you can drink as much as you want, really. There are people who claim to drink gallons a day, people who are
Wow.
like really healthy and,
Gallons a day.
people do drink that much. Now, I never have, nor would I necessarily recommend that.
Here, let's try this one.
But
Goodness, we're over here like drinking.
Now, do people mix them?
people do. So there's a lot that you can do with kombucha that's very, very cool. Besides just drinking it straight, you can use it as a mixer
Ooh,
in cocktails.
so
you
yummy.
can have
So we
fun.
can
I
add
was going
boost
to say,
to
can you put alcohol in this? Let's make it
Yeah.
bad
It is
for
alcohol.
Yeah.
On the back of the label, you have "Do not shake." I see
Yes.
some things on the bottom of the bottle that I would naturally want to shake it. So why shouldn't I shake it?
Yeah, that's a great question. And the whole reason of why shaking it is it just not recommended is because of the pressure that's building up in there. So
Oh.
since it's raw and since it's fermented, there is still a whole world going on in there
alive.
of different tiny microbes and bacteria, and it's going to build up some pressure, and shaking it will only elevate boop.
Like champagne. Don't
Got it.
shake the bottle
This
of
is
champagne
really
before
good.
you take the cork off.
This would
so
taste
that's
great
what'll
with
happen.
champagne, by the way.
It is
See,
so
now you
great
have me
with
thinking.
champagne.
Can you
yes.
freeze this?
So freezing it in this bottle you can do once you have a good amount out if you'd
Yeah.
like, but it does make amazing ice cubes as well.
That's what I was
So
thinking.
If you're
Slushies, hello. And
Yeah.
this is good for children.
Yeah, and kids really love it. They have all sorts of different names. There's one little girl who is a customer. She refers to it as Mommy's Juice because her
Mommy's
mom's
juice.
always drinking it, giving it to
Nice.
her.
Now I could say I'm just drinking. This is Mommy's juice.
Mommy's Juice. Yeah,
I like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so now
yeah.
it's fermented, which means it could get into the alcohol state. So how much
Yes.
alcohol is in it? if you're giving it to kids.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Definitely. And just based on how regulations work is, everyone in the industry and, on the side of production and laws want to make sure that that's not an issue.
Sure.
So there's all different measures that we take and document for the state, for our inspections, so that we know that we're safe in that department and so that they do too.
All right, and it also has keep refrigerated.
Yes.
So I guess that's to keep, because it's alive, we want to keep it alive.
Exactly.
And then contains pressure. We already talked about all the pressure building up inside of there. All right, well, we have so much more to ask you, but stay tuned. When we come back, we have more things with kombucha.
Hey, welcome back to The Girls. We have an entrepreneur with us today, and we are with Natalie Lynn, and she is the founder of Counterpart Kombucha. Am I saying that right? Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Kombucha. It's
Give
like
it
a
some
cool
gusto.
word, and you have to say like all funky with a different voice underneath, I guess. Yeah. But it's a healthy drink, right? Probiotic.
Yes.
It's made with, it's fermented tea with live bacteria, good for your digestive system.
Yeah, people get scared when you say healthy. They think, oh,
tastes
it's
like
organic. It's
yucky.
going to be a little.
Yes.
This tastes delicious.
Yeah.
It is an added thing to my
so
boring list of beverages, which is water.
Yeah.
So this is so delicious. When we went to break, we started talking about that there is sugar in it.
Yes.
So calories. How many
Yes.
calories are in this?
Yeah, the calorie count is very, very low. So per serving, which is 8 ounces, there would be 2 in this bottle. You're looking at about 30 to 35 calories per serving.
Depending on which one it is,
Yes,
the variety.
Nice.
depending on which one. And then the sugar ranges everywhere from 5 to 8 grams per 8 ounces as well.
All right, so this whole bottle I could drink for 70 calories.
Yes.
Hello, that's
Yes.
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty wonderful.
Now, Natalie, did you always want to own your own business? Because we talked about this a little bit on the phone when we
Yeah.
were prepping for the show. Did you always want to own
Yeah,
your own place, or?
I did see that for myself. I just didn't know what it would look like exactly. It's not like I always wanted to have a kombucha business, but I did always want to find something that I loved and feel that passion that I've seen other people. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and I've watched it. This when you're doing
It's in your
something you
blood.
love. Yeah, so I did always want that. Yeah.
And do you have employees?
I have one full-time employee,
Okay.
which I've had now for. She's been with me almost a year.
Wow.
We're like a 1 week away from our 1 year
Oh, that's nice.
together. She's one of my first customers as well, so that's been amazing. And I have had some help this past summer. Curtis and Alex were 2 local guys that were huge helps.
Now, are you looking to bring this on Shark Tank? Do you want to grow this business nationwide, or what are your plans for this?
Yeah, that's such a tricky, it's a tricky thing, I think, as a business to decide what you want to do. Are you going to go big? Do you want to just have something, small that you can be hands-on with? And I want to be a part of it for its whole, duration. I can't imagine feeling as good as I do about it now if it were, across the country. Just knowing the logistics of what goes into that, and I think it would take away from my product personally. So I don't think it would be a fit for me necessarily to go on Shark Tank.
Because you buy all of your products locally, right, from local farmers?
Yeah, I try to source as local as I can, and that's a really important part
That's
of
why
this
yours
whole
tastes
business.
good, right?
I would like to think so, and it's important to me to feel connected to the product. So if I can see the mangoes that are going into this every week, I know I feel good about it. But if this is all coming out of a massive machine and I, am not a part of it, it wouldn't be mine anymore.
Well, you have a heart on the label. So your heart is definitely in here. It's something that you love, and you can almost taste it, because sometimes you buy a product that is mass produced, and as you said, you don't know if they're using the quality that you want. You may set the standard and write the recipe, but who knows? You can't go around tasting every bottle.
Yeah.
But this way you have control over absolutely everything.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
where can people actually find this now? Is it on the market somewhere?
Yes, it's scattered around quite a bit at this point. You can get it right here in Pennsylvania, closest to where we are actually right now would be Cafe Fraiche in Hazleton. It's in Red Leaf, which is an amazing spot here in Pennsylvania that has 2 locations. The Powerhouse Eatery up on 80 in Whitehaven, they have it.
Do
It's
they have
really
it on their
all
menu?
around.
Is it on their menu
They
as well?
do.
So we could go there for dinner and
They
actually
do.
order it.
And you can go on
Yeah.
Instagram and find,
Yes.
connect with you. Do you deliver it? Do you mail it?
Yeah, we are self-delivering, so there's no shipping really happening besides us loading up our vehicles and
Nice.
heading out Baltimore and New Jersey. And it's been amazing partnering with so many amazing local businesses, and the community is it's amazing. It's just full of amazing people.
How many of these, you have different flavors. How many flavors? And then you have like seasonal flavors.
Yeah, I have 16 staple flavors.
Oh, wow, that's
so
a
it's a
lot.
lot, and I just keep wanting to add more all the time, try to control myself.
Well, we already have one coming up called the Girls Blend, right?
Yes, we're going to be working very hard on that. And I also have a couple seasonal ones, pumpkin spice, which is really fun because pumpkin everything is fun.
Mm-hmm.
And winter plum will be after that, and then I'll by that point have a bunch of new ones to start coming out with too for spring and what will be summer.
Yeah,
again.
and you work with fresh ingredients, so you are seasonal as well.
Yeah, and it certainly is tricky. There's a difference in a peach that you are picking off of a tree here and eating within the next day or two. In the winter, we don't have that option. So I try to be very creative and come up with ways of storing things and making it all work.
All right, and what's the shelf life on it? It's refrigerated, but
Yeah, they have 4 months.
4
Oh, that's
months.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can buy a whole bunch of
They
it.
won't last that
Yes.
long. in my
Did you ever
house.
have
They
any
never do.
whoopsies where it exploded on you with your brewing?
I've had those situations. I have. Yes,
Sure,
yes,
they're rolling away.
So is this
I've learned.
is this your final business? Do you think you'll have more businesses, or is this it?
This, I do feel this may end up being a part of more that I end up doing because I'm just always hungry for more and more passion-wise, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I'll do this forever, I know.
Yeah.
That. No matter what else comes in,
It'll
I'll do
have a
this forever.
counterpart. That's why it's called
You're-
counterpart.
That could be,
Right.
yes.
You know what I mean?
You're going to have to add another probiotic in here, which would be, like you mentioned, the sauerkraut and all those other things. So
Yeah.
you have like all these probiotics, and you can just have it in a nice health
Counterpart
food,
line.
restaurant.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Before we go, are you taking businesses if anyone's watching and they're interested in having counterpart in their restaurant, in their business, in their hotel?
Yeah.
Can they do
Grocery
that?
store?
Absolutely, yes. Anywhere, that's open to this and sees the value in something like this, I would absolutely love to talk to. And that's another really fun part of my business too. I love meeting these people and getting to know them. And yes, absolutely, I
All
can
right,
be
so
reached
we have-
via email, and I'm open to anything.
We have all your information up on the screen, and now you don't have to go on Shark Tank because you're on the Girls.
Yes, here I am.
So this is your
little short.
kickstart for you, and
Well, thank
hopefully
you.
you'll have kombucha.
All right,
Go
thank
get
you,
yourself some
Natalie.
kombucha today.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, honey. We'll see you next time on the Girls.